La cosa che sono il covo, pure Assim, Esifanele kunama-interview abuya khona ne. Kodwa sobe sikhubeke.
Right, today we're coming to you live from the People's Park. The reason being Moses Mabhida is fully packed and we couldn't get to Moses Mabhida. But since we couldn't get there due to a lot of traffic, we managed to get you to the People's Park, where a lot of fans have gathered, where they will be watching the game direct from the beach. We are at Durban's beachfront, and at the beachfront it's fully packed as well, and people keep on streaming in. We will be bringing you the match reviews and interviews from the Durban beachfront. Let me turn around and show you a little bit of the beachfront. What you see there is the beachfront, and we will be bringing you the match live from the match reviews and interviews live from the beachfront. And we will be having quite a few interviews around this area. So we hope you are going to stay with us, and we will be capturing all fans' reactions and getting all fans' thoughts about today's match. It is quite a good atmosphere here. We've got the Buccaneers with us today, and we also have got Amakosi Abafana Boktula Nokolo here with us today. So we hope you are going to enjoy this coverage at the fan park. This is called the fan park, and this has been prepared simply because a lot of people couldn't get tickets to this big match, and therefore a lot of people settled for the fan park. But looking at the way things are going here, it's going to be fully packed. As you can see, there is already a lot of people. You look at the ridge, that side, over the ridge, some are already packed at the ridge. Let me show you a little bit of what people will be watching, where people will be watching their match from. There is a big screen there, as you can see, where people will be watching their match from. And we hope everybody is going to enjoy the match from the People's Park. And we hope you will stay with us. Please subscribe so that we can keep on bringing
Inaswami Mr. Prophet Yusuf Mati Tawapele Glody Dilepo Custom Sereno Pule Mori and Wandile too.
Okay, line up Pirates. Usipo Shine Ufan Roy Kosinachi Speeds Pelelazi Boazi Dion Hoto Makalele Makaula Patrick Songai, Talent Empata, Umaha Ukota, Evident Mahopa, ND, Kolko Melon, Ralebo Hide Mofo. Amakos, Yabasama now. Okay, we have a tower now.
Ngithole nje amakhosi amabili size ngapha amakhosi nje amabili sizela ikhosi oza ngicela ikhosi elilodwa lesilisa nelesifazane ozani la
ibambe kancane
oza sitho
ibambe kancane
oza ma oza
ngizocela nami ibhakabhaka lisengalama ona la
khosi isiphumile line up ucabanga kanjani line up
yekhosi kakhulu but zakhala
stop ucabanga ne line up
line up is marvelous, it's massive. There's something that you guys don't know. Nedbank belongs to Chiefs. Nedbank belongs to Chiefs. I've got Nedbank Cup 13. Manye Tata today is 14.
Okay, right. Okay, that's going on. Okay. Asibonge inkosi nalibhakabhaka la. Siyawazi ama-happy people. Ibhakabhaka lijabulile. Ayeye bhakabhaka ayeye. Esikamakhephula sakhephula umhlaba amaqala azothela phansi. Okay, right, sesiyibonile i-line up ne. Nabo sisi bami ngicela ukwazi ucabangani nge-line up and ucabanga ukuthi uzoba i-score.
Yabona nje i-line up nje. Wow. Thulile nje umzimba kokholelo. Ase nje uzokhala uzoleka.
hey isimo sakho sibi lapha
wakhala uzoleka phakathi yabusa sazobusa.
Okay, asenze kanje. Awuvela uthethele ingoma sivele sijabule. Hayi camera lapha phezulu uhlale kuyona.
Yabonga?
Yeah.
Kancane nje mfowethu.
Yeah.
Asikwazi ukuqala lo mcimbi umama wakulomuzi engekho. sekufike umama uSokhabase uthi nje uzobingelela on behalf of iThekwini Municipality Durban the Women's Place to be. Ngicela nje shana umama uSokhabase izandla esenza ngaphambili municipality ukuyibona abahlelele le ndawo. Ngicela shana iThekwini ihlombe ngaphethu. Awulincane kodwa leli. Ihlombe ngempela. Mama uSokhabase kuwena ma.
Into engiyithanda uma urepresent ibhakabhaka. Dakhi siyabonga.
Sanibonani. Akona makhosi. Akona makhosi. Oh, papagapaka. Oh, papagapaka. Sanibonani. Siyazi ukuthi khona abala eThekwini khona la ihambeni zethu eyifikile. Siyabingelela, siyajabula ukuthi nizile lazo thamela ibhola ezindaweni la esilungise khona ngenxa yokuthi amathikithi awasinelanga. Nalokuthi siyakuthanda ukuhlala eduze kwebishi nokuba seThekwini ngoba iThekwini liyarokha ngithi. Sesikwenze konke kodwa into ingebhola ngithi bafethu. Ingebhola kodwa ukuhlangana kwethu umnandi siyibhakabhaka Chiefs kodwa ntambama kukhona laba abazobe bephethe. Angithi khona laba bazobe bephethe ngizozwa ngamakhwelaka ukuthi obani abazobe bephethe. Ukhona Chiefs ukhona bhakabhaka ukhona. Usuthi ngahle kube i-draw bese kuyiwa kuma-penalty niyabona noma kuqale kuyiwe ku-extra time bese kuyiwa kuma-penalty. Anikhombisi nje ngibona kufana obani abawinayo. Nali khosi lapha phezulu niyawina khosi. Siphatheni kahle sijabuleni sonke ngokukhulu ukuthokoza sonke sibonane sikwazi ukuthi siye emakhaya siphephile mase kuphelile konke. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi nisupportile somkhandlu weTheku lokhu nje okweni ngoba nathi siyanthanda. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Awecinga uye nkosi yami ngaliwa lapha. Angithi mina ngusiyabonga umpukashezi nguntonyana zasecinga zimqoma ngazambalekela zathi samyamisilwane yamyaminono ngathi umyama majelo uhlonisa uthelo ngokuzo wathi umakhasha mkakile liyendrete liyezandla sinkake mna jobe ngale nabathaka endlalano bakhandonyoko ibhamu somthetho sisha ibhamu selahle into nama-5 fika nama-5 bezolomphakathi kanti ngakhathi namaphoyisa bathi play nogathi uyifundiswa izaqaqa amaphincene kumungu wonke kodwa kuyahle kadlana isibungalo sakho uthule phansi bashenge imina loyo. Asabe silotha
Wathi indoda iqede.
ungayiqede.
Ufuna ubona abazowina-ke namhlanje bevele bajabula-ke ne? Jabule ngathi ayeye phalaphala
Ayeye amakhosi ayeye.
ayeye zikamakepula ayeye
Viva ngamakhosi viva.
ayeye masipala weTheku ayeye.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe so that we can bring you more of this, and please subscribe so that more people can view. We have got a view limit if you do not subscribe. So please subscribe so that more people can get access to the channel. Currently we are sitting at a view limit of 400 and we would like to reach 1,000, but we cannot do so unless if you subscribe. Please like, subscribe and share as we bring you this live event from the People's Park, from the Fans Park. This has been organized so that more people can be able to watch the match. People here are watching it on a big screen and it's fully packed. We are coming to you live from the Durban pitch. All these people you see here will be watching the match live from the Durban pitch as it kicks off. It's thousands and thousands of people here And please subscribe and like so that more people can get to watch. We are coming to you live from the Durban beach. What you see there right behind these people is the sea. So it's a very good atmosphere and people are enjoying watching the game direct from the sea. This is the fan park from the Durban beach, and as you saw what I was showing you, we are coming to you directly live from the beach. We couldn't go to Moses Mabhida because the parking there was becoming a big problem. The traffic there was becoming a big issue, and we had to turn around and bring you to the fan park where we hope you are going to enjoy the match reviews, enjoy the fan reaction. The most important thing that will be showing you here is the fan reactions as they watch the match from this park.
Hindonero Momasana, Hindonero Umasandana, before você kubeka lezocela nje amavolunteer ayazazi la ekhona adinga ngale etendeni la ka sports baselecta phezulu kwakho. Hola, para, hola, para. ukunika ke manje abuyisela kubigele amumathe athini bathi serena awumathotha hayike
usozothi aqala ibhola malithingi bhalabhala tuwana pha
hayike yabuza siletha man yabuza siletha man
Ufuna ujayiva usetepe 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 Say, can you feel it? Oh yeah, boy. Say, can you feel it? Oh yeah, boy. Oh no no, ah la la, hey wena, what's on? Pakistan bonani, Pakistan bonani, Pakistan bonani, yeah boy, Pakistan bonani, yeah boy. Ijani kosi, ijani pasi, ijani kosi. Samba, one more time, let's go. It's moyeni. It's puso saka moyeni. Let's jump one more time before you get the card. Stop. Oh, man. It's on it. Toyota. Sicela silethe station siyaza uthathanga ngephuthu uqoshile nje phansi uma ubona ulethe le station. Asilethe kwinjeje.
Ake sizwe abantu siyahamba. Asicale lapha thina. Isikole siyoba njani namhlanje?
Ngifuna ukubheka ukuthi ihambeli zethu isuka bakhona abasuka Limpopo Gauteng ukhona
Ayeye Gauteng ayeye
Mpumalanga ukhona
ayeye Mpumalanga ayeye
Cape Town ukhona
ayeye Kapalotumo ayeye
bakhona baseThekwini
aweza sasa
bakhona baseThekwini Ukhona here
Ekhona Northwest la.
Khona lokho ephakamise for every province. Uphuma plan.
Manje nje lo lokho ukubona
uzwakayi.
Sothi abikele imlala esiwa khona. Ikhona Matatele. Wait, Matatele yake Eastern Cape for Kaizer.
Ungangifaki lezo zinto angasi.
Akazophendulela.
Ungangifaki lezi zinto zema-demarcation angazi Limpopo khona ama-representative wase Greater Shongo ubanda phela ngifunde Hey, akuningi.
Inde mashironi.
Yeah, ke Limpopo from Lephalale. Magaeng proud to so one. So I have been proud to Magaeng so guy. Limpopo Lephalale, Pele as a parasite. Kisoli Lephalale, Limpopo, Pele Limpopo, Province Limpopo, Limpopo, Lephalale Limpopo.
Kula fast. Yeah. Voting yenda usekhulumela kimi.
Ndawo. Asibona ukuhlala phansi bangumthetho ne. Uze sonke sokwazi ukuyibuya igame.
Dashoni la. Ayeye makhosa yeye. Ayeye makhosa yeye. Uyamasaba na.
Already secured their place in African Cup competition next season as representatives from the Nedbank Cup, whether they win or whether they end up as runners-up, because Orlando Pirates are 1 point away from making 100% sure of a Champions League berth. Tingling ahead of a big game like this, and that's what we've been preceding this year's Nedbank Cup Final. A dream 1-2 with the country's two biggest teams in terms of support on hand to clash against each other. Let's introduce you to the lineups. Kaizer Chiefs have sprung a major surprise. Bruce Boomer dropped after 23 successive appearances. Brandon Peterson has not kept goals since mid-December. He starts. Nasha Miguel returning at centre-back, so Edmilson Gobe moves to the left. He will be replacing Bradley Cross, who was of course red-carded in the last derby last week. Tabisa Tere and Wandile Duba also back into the lineup, so Kosikile Nobo and Nduduzi Shabalala onto the bench. Big call from Nazuddin Nabi. Is it insightful? Is it perhaps panicked? We will see how it works out for Brandon Peterson in the goal today for Amakosi. The pre-match photographs. They're in the winning team, one that you'll certainly want to keep. Here's the tactical formation. Teko will be taking us through that.
Thank you, Mark. I think with centre-back pairing with Miguel and Konika, there will be a lot of testing there, especially playing against Mahopa, but that's so interesting. Tele, Mark, they'll be required to do that dirty work there with Sereno playing as a 10, but they are requiring a speed that is Lepo, Modi and Duba. They will be playing in that transitional because the speed that they have up front, maybe that's the answer for them in terms of winning this game.
They left, of course, the goal after only 4 minutes in the derby. Jose Rivera and his side have been here since Monday, made Durban their home. Of course, they played on Tuesday against the Montfort Golden Arrows at this venue. Played a lot of fringe players, back to full strength for today. And Sabisi back, of course, from suspension. Pairing in defence with Mokazi, who's only one of 4 players who started the game on Tuesday. The others, Makala, Matsangani, and the left back, Dino Conroya.
With the Orlando Pirates, with all the tried and tested, with Chaini there at the back as a goalkeeper, with that 4, with Hoto very, very reliable on the left back with Van Rooyen. They'll be expected to add on numbers whenever they attack, but they're also very stable in that midfield, Makawala and Mbata. Songani playing just in front of them, and the 3, with Mufuking and Kota and Mahopa. That combination there, that's the one that will give them so much success.
Today today's referee is from George, Mr. Mambiso. It's his second derby this season. It's his second successive cup final. Rather unusual. He did the Carly knockout in November when Marquesi upset Mamelodi Sundowns in Bloemfontein. It's also the second Nedbank Cup Finals in charge in 2022. Ramon Sindela and Khara Mokwena, who've both done Nedbank Cup Finals before, are on the line. Nasruddin Nabi's won the cup in Congo, in Tanzania and in Morocco. Can he add South Africa to that list? He has struggled, of course, in charge of Chiefs this season. They've lost as many games as they've won, 13. 7 draws in 33 matches across all competitions in this particular cup. They'll have huge support here today, as you can hear from the crowd who greet them as they get ready to get this matter underway. Jose Rivera, of course, 5 games left in charge of Pirates after today. He brings down the curtain on 3 seasons at the club. This is the 130th game in charge of Pirates. 78 wins, 25 losses. He certainly has put together a fine record. No league titles, however, but lots of cups. Now we pause for a moment of silence. Mr. Tiwayo died this week at the age of 99. Famous schoolmaster from Soweto who also served as chairman of the Orlando Pirates. A bit of confusion there for the referee. He had the moment of silence and then he did it all over again. Just adds to the tension, Teko.
Indeed, there is a lot of tension, especially these 2 teams, these historical 2 teams playing in the final. A lot of eyes will be on the referee as well, so he wants to start properly. As soon as the game starts, he needs to be on his game.
Pirates on a 5-game winning streak against Kaizer Chiefs. That's a club record. They started with a 2-1 extra time victory over Amakosi in the semi-finals of this competition 2 years ago. 1-0 and 3-2 in the league last season. The first derby of this campaign was not until February. Buccaneers won that by a single goal. And then, of course, that 2-1 victory coming from behind after conceding early at Soccer City last Saturday. Ignacio Miguel's missed the last 3 games to injury. He's back into the side alongside Quinica in defence. BC back into the lineup as well after a red card that he picked up kept him out of the last 2 matches. So all the formalities done, the opening ceremony, the music, the hype, all the speculation too. We can get down to business here now at Moses Mabhida. Who is going to win the Nedbank Cup? 90 minutes, perhaps extra time, maybe even penalties. But we will see one of these 2 teams leave here later on this afternoon with the Nedbank Cup trophy in tow. Pirates get us underway. Where's Mofoke? Otto will be playing left back today. That's given away. First opportunity for Chiefs to put something together. Sereno turns possession over. Here's Bafopa. Now in Porto. These youngsters will be key, of course, today to Orlando Pirates' cause. What a great season for Mofoke, and what a revelation Porto has been.
Indeed, Porto just slotting right there on the right-hand side, playing inverted. And what helps him as well is that he has the speed and he has an eye for goal. And also, he likes getting to the scoring position. So he is a player that whenever Pirates are going forward, he will be very important.
Sabisi. Set out the derby, of course, plus the game against Arrows on Tuesday. It's somewhat fortuitous that was slotted into the schedule, but Pirates didn't have any other dates in which to play the catch-up matches. Still got 5 to go in the league. They'll be finishing the league season after everybody else because they've got to play against Magesi on the 28th of May. The league formally closing on the 24th when everyone plays simultaneously. Lady Sunners will not be able to participate that day, however, because they've got the first leg of the Champions League final, so they'll actually finish their league campaign before that. Masangani. Big part of the final last year, of course, you'll remember in Nelspruit, disputed penalty, which saw Pirates fight their way back.
So also in today's game, but we like that is expected from Masongang, especially in that midfield, and also from the fans as well. That little bit of entertainment just to get the fans behind the team to always, make it very, very difficult for Orlando Pirates. He needs to play more up front, especially just behind Matt and Gele. That's where he's mostly dangerous, to actually now have that combination and complement Mahopa, especially with his runs.
You had a chance to have a look at pitch conditions, a little bit bumpy in places.
It is a little bit bumpy in places, and it's going to need some sort of time for the team, for both teams to actually, acclimatize to the condition of the pitch.
There's a Potter showing some pace. Miguel taking no chances. With a reputation for some clumsy errors when he first arrived at Chiefs, and with so much at stake today, he's not going to be chancing anything. Roy, of course, is a late arrival at Pirates, so he have an opportunity to play in the MTN8 success earlier in the season. He gets a first cup final appearance for the Buccaneers here today. Mordy on the left, of course, is another player who could well be key. Now, a bit of pressure on Hotto from Solomons. Clearances from Quinika. Hotto wants to return ball here from Mofokeng, who sizes up the quarter rather. Out comes Peterson. That's a good confidence building catch.
It is indeed. Early on into the game, that's what you need, especially for a goalkeeper that hasn't been in action for such a long time. There's a lot of pressure that he has on himself, but they need to be defensively solid. They need to be very organized for them not to consider the edge.
Last game for Peterson against Polokwane City in December. It's an extraordinary return in a game of this magnitude. He was back as well from suspension. Taylor playing in his first final in South Africa. This is good stuff from Chiefs early on, onto the edge of the Pirates area. Let's get it away to Otto. Nice first touch as well. He clears it up. Good organisation around this final as well. The city's been in lockdown since early this morning, but they've got the crowd in here at the appointed time. We do anticipate normally before such big matches that we'll usually have a delay to the kickoff. That's not been the case here today. Shane yet to get his hands on the ball.
Okay. What's interesting as well is this man on the picture, Solomons, when Kaizer are in position of the ball, he pushes higher up. Then he pushes Lilepo or Modi inside, now become two strikers, so they're defending with 3 in position of the ball, which is very, very brave from coach. Now they can tell that the intention is to get going as soon as the game starts, to get into that early lead, and also to have, maybe to also press a little bit higher, not to allow Orlando Pirates to get that momentum.
Yeah, Solomon was given a vote of confidence last week and it worked out well, particularly with that opening goal. He'd been taken off a couple of times by Nabi in frustration in the matches before that, but keeping his position on the right-hand side. Remember, they've had a bit of a defensive injury crisis, Kaizer Chiefs, over the last couple of months. No Reef Frosler today. He'd usually be one of the contenders for the right-back position. No Rushwood Gortley. He won't play again this season. So missing out Cross on the left with his suspension. Now Potter. of course, in the Northern Cape, where the very famous Jimmy Towel comes from.
And the surprise Roland. Defender and a very skillful team.
Team out of Kimberley. We've got Tato Mukeke in the midfield. He could fill about 6 positions on his own. So Van Rooyen has the throw-in. It's tricky in his early stages, but flags up here.
A game of this magnitude is expected. You're expecting Orlando Pirates to be the one that's more control of the game, more control of the tempo, but Kaizer Chiefs are making it difficult for them to be there. And that's what you need from a Kaizer Chiefs point of view. You want to unsettle Orlando Pirates not to get that momentum.
Looking to become the 4th Chiefs coach in this PSL era to win the Nedbank Cup at first attempt. Mushin Eterol did it in 2000, that's Middendorf in 06, Stuart Baxter in 2013. It would be some redemption for what is overall another disappointing campaign, with Chiefs still not sure of a place in the top 8 next season. That will be determined over the next couple of Saturdays. Next week, of course, everybody playing at the same time, and again on Saturday the 24th of May. Dubas sets up a good opportunity, is it a penalty? Referee says yes. Kaizer Chiefs have a chance for another early start. Good call from referee Provincial. It took them 4 minutes to take the lead last Saturday, and they've got an excellent opportunity now to go ahead again in the early stages.
Take this Modi. On the left side, good combination there with Duba. Takes a chance, get inside the box. He always urge that taking place. Once he's inside the box, you are the boss. And you can see here with Van Rooyen with the touch at the back. Referee as well in a good position to be able to see that there's an opportunity for the Chiefs again to go ahead early on into the game.
Van Rooyen does not agree with the decision, neither did the rest of the Pirates defence. The referee's word is final, and the responsibility is handed to Gaston Serino. Shamalana come there to watch, and that's the case for many of the others, I think. But what an opportunity here. So Serino up against Sikoche, who, as we mentioned, has yet to touch the ball here. Is his first touch going to be taking it out of the back of the net, or is it going to be a big save? And the gamesmanship is already on, making Serino wait.
In mind games there, Jane, but also what helps it as well is you're giving a goalkeeper coach a chance to just check where Serena normally kicks his ball, so for you to get that type of information, because you're expecting Miguel who's normally their regular penalty taker.
Miguel won't there to look either. He's facing the other way. So is Dylan Solomons. Gaston Serino now up against Sikoche. Kaizer Chiefs with a chance to take the lead inside the opening 10 minutes. Here comes Serino! Yes!
We spoke about everything that we set expectations from him. Because a lot that's going to be expected from him to be brave, to be confident, to step up and put it in. Says a lot about his mentality, says a lot as well about his character. That's the confidence that Kaizer Chiefs need.
Orlando Pirates certainly not happy about the decision. Kaizer Chiefs fans are in ecstasy here. Dedication action there. Tripped him on the heel, and then Mordi in a way almost tripped himself. Look at how Sereno struck us with the right foot into the corner.
0 Pirates.
Just a little late with that outstretched arm chain.
Once you give it a little bit of power behind it, you always, increasing your chances of scoring, because even if the goalkeeper knows where you're taking it, you just need a little bit of power, and that's exactly what Sereno did. And lucky him, because we spoke about how bumpy the pitch is, still was able as well to not to put the ball on the ground.
Chiefs 1, Pirates 0, and a long way to go here in the Nedbank Cup Final. We've not had a draw in the derby, by the way, since 2019. 14 matches in which both sides have claimed 7 wins. The last time they drew was in a Telkom knockout clash. It ended 2-2. Chiefs went on to win that one on penalties. There's Miguel. Taylor. Created the opportunity for that spot kick. He'll be looking to continue tormenting down that left-hand side.
I can see also the overload from Kaizer Chiefs on this right-hand side. They actually freeze Modi to be able to be free to whenever he has the ball. You can see also when the leopard drifts away from the striking position as well, drifting away to the left of Kaizer Chiefs. It forces Visina to step up. So that's why now you need Serena to be able to add on with Diba there to become a second player or the third player in the box.
Wilson only made his return from injury at the turn of the year, played his first game on the 3rd of January. But his aggression has really come to the fore. Strong, hard player. Won the cup final here at this very stadium with Cape Town City in the MTN 8. Giving away to Mofokeng. Now Otto with all that pace down the left-hand side. Just hesitated for a moment. Gets the foul from Guba.
See, he didn't have enough support. I think it's the landing that is a problem. You can see there with his head. I think that's the head that he bumped into the ground. Duma chasing back, making sure that he helped the team defensively.
Also got a good tapping on the thigh as well. He's back from an accumulation of yellow cards. We're not booked for that one, but certainly given a stern warning by today's referee. There's the initial contact, and then almost forces Mordi to trip himself.
And you can see the intention as well from Van Rooyen. He was trying to move away. It's just that it's one of those unfortunate ones. There is a contact nonetheless inside the box.
He's had cup success with the Mamelodi Sundowns as Sereno. Now can he do the same in his first season at Chiefs? Peterson turning possession over. Hotso will take this kick for Orlando Pirates. See much of him in these early stages. We certainly will see a lot of him by the time this game's over. Solomon's keeps out in play, turns it over to Hotto, gets past the challenge. Solomon's biting back with his heels. Kaizer, they've got the usual back four today without adding an extra centre back, as they've done on a few occasions lately. Tapela Koki is the player who misses out. He'll be on the bench today. Now Mofokeng almost taking that away from Solomons. Gets the free kick. initial touch got him into a bit of trouble there, and this is going to be the first set-piece opportunity of the game for the Buccaneers. Hopper, obviously the key man in the air, and moving the likes of Sabisi or Kaizer forward as well. First test for Brandon Peterson. We're going to have an early retort here from the Buccaneers, having conceded a penalty in the 10th minute to Sereno. Otto with the left foot, or Moffat King potentially with the right. Otto with the left, goes it. Back pass! Touchdown strike! Scoring derby goals was Evans Makapa. Simply done. Jumping the defence and putting Pirates right back in the game.
Yeah, indeed, and if you have to look back, you can one can say it is a set piece that Kaizer Chiefs could have avoided. But then with the first set piece, Orlando Pirates taking advantage with those men starting in an offside position, causing confusion at Kaizer Chiefs backline. And the big man at the back can see with the delivery there from Mahoto. So much height on the ball. Mahoto made sure that he stayed on site. Made it very, very difficult for any Peterson or any defender to do anything with it. You can see also it was defended by Lilepo. Such a great, great header there from Mahoto.
So 1-all's the score here. We're not even up to the 20-minute mark in the Nedbank Cup Final. If we carry on with this momentum, we can have an absolute thriller. First time these two teams met, Chico, in a cup game, 1970. Remember, those were the days when no one defended. It was Pirates who lost 6-4 to Chiefs, 10 goals. Could we have 10 today, please? Quarter. Clearance from Miguel. Taylor. The early momentum lost here by Kaizer Chiefs caught at the set piece in much the same way that Orlando Pirates were caught in that Champions League semi-final in Cairo just a couple of weeks ago.
And especially in cup finals, that there's a game of significance, you always need to be concentrated with a set piece, no matter what it is. And I think the Kaizer Chiefs, just after scoring, conceding that set piece, they could have defended important.
Oh, shot on the full body from Maswangangi after the setup from Mokokeng.
And that's the person, those are the players for a lot of players that you don't want them to get into the game, you don't want them to get a little bit of rhythm, because once they do, they get the fans behind them, they get the team, they rally the team up, and once they are on song, they become unstoppable.
Given away by Miguel to Nkota. Mofokeng. Mahopa is out wide. Then I want to go into the middle. Nkota looking for the corner, gets it. Last touch coming off Taylor. Well, suddenly that confident mood seems to be disappeared from the Chiefs' ranks. Looking a little nervous now. And it's another set piece, another high ball to test Peterson. He came a little off his line for that free kick and then just seemed to decide to stay back. Didn't have much chance of that header though, was powered in by Makopa. Curling one in here, dealt with by Mutt. Sereno a little push in the back. Surely he's not going to argue with the ref about that one. Season 5. today in a knockout game for the 73rd time. All the way back to that 1970 clash. Chiefs' record over Pirates is 30 wins to 22. A lot of those games in the 1970s and 80s when Chiefs definitely did have the upper hand over their rivals. Things have changed a lot of late. And now for Ryan, short to Matsongangi. Inside the Pirates half safe for the keeper. Been on offside Masongangi had he touched that, so
Masongangi let him go. Now the throw in is at the corner, so that's when actually now you can apply pressure and force the Chiefs not to come out of that area, and then you can create moments from winning a second ball or a first ball from another pass.
This is when it's handy to have someone with a long throw in like Edmilson, just try and clear it. Pressure on Taylor. Solomons. Just turning the screws a little bit now as we reach the halfway point of this first half. Kaizer, of course, still a teenager in his first cup final. Hasn't been on the radar when they won the MTN8 earlier this campaign. Sangani from Ryan on the overlap. Porter. Touch just a little heavy from Mahopa. Goal kick it will be.
But you can see they're trying to string those passes, trying to get that little bit of confidence, and expecting that from Orlando Pirates, a team that has synergy, players that have played so many games with each other. You can see the calmness even after they conceded that goal. They do have a belief that they can come back, and as Kaizer Chiefs, they need to go back to how they started, putting pressure, play with high energy, and force Orlando Pirates to make those mistakes.
There's certainly a pertinent point you make about number of games. This is number 47 for Pirates versus 34 for Chiefs. So a significant extra number, of course, participating in African club competition, which Chiefs did not do this season. You can have the reverse effect, of course, fatigue by the time we get to this stage of the season. But they look pretty fresh out there, the Buccaneers, even though they played on Tuesday. They gave a lot of the senior players a rest.
Also, like when you're a team that has so much synergy, when you come into such games, you come in with so much confidence, you believe that whatever happens, you'll find a way back to win the game.
Nicely done by Edmilson. There was a good ball in from Mahopa. There's Mofa Keng now. Sabisi. Masongangi. What a save, Pirates already now beginning to look the better of the two sides as we approach the 25-minute mark.
You can see that at some point if they just all of them empty the Chiefs' house, getting into right positions, just stroke the ball around and playing the way they want to play. And Kaizer Chiefs, they need to put pressure on the man of the ball.
So again, was a little unclear what he wanted to do, and then went on the charge. Sereno bundled off the ball by Makale, much the same way that he bundled Hotto off. Referee on both occasions says play on. That's surely a foul. Taylor on the arm out. Sereno having a real go here at the ref. His behaviour sometimes leads him into some trouble, and he's picked up a yellow rather unnecessarily here, Gaston Sereno.
Unnecessarily indeed. Anyone into the game, this is a player that you need. And we all know at times his behavior very easy as well to be agitated, and we can tell that the referee also knows about him. This is the foul that Taylor made in that midfield, and these are times that you cannot be collecting yellow cards. I'm sure there's an incident that he went to the referee and complained about.
Well, This young referee is only 28, taking no nonsense, no verbals. No, another ball that they can float into their Chiefs penalty area. Otto on the edge of the area. Here's Makala. Fires it over the top. Not a man used to scoring goals. He has got one this season.
Yeah. You can see also with that rare smile knows that it does happen, it falls in there, you always try to shoot, because once they get deep possessed there, you open yourself up, because it was a free kick, all the top players, all the defenders are within that attacking zone.
Ryan, Sabisi and young Bukazi through to Otto here. Header is away from Quinica. Marked it well. Now, bit of space for Serino. Back inside to Yusuf Mart. Taylor. Too many options ahead for Kaizer Chiefs on that occasion. Now they can try and see if they can make some progress down the left-hand side, particularly with Mordi. Edmondson has possession at the moment. Here's Mordi. Alban Potter.
Interesting, because then you see the amount of time that you see in Kota being the one that actually defends Modi and vice versa as well. It's because then Van Rooyen tucks in and it forces then, you know, Kota to become a right back. So it'll be very interesting to see then who has more legs.
Well, Serino, the temper is still boiling over. Charles not exactly the man I'd pick a fight with, but battle continues between the two of them. Well, that's the kind of feistiness that brings the big crowds here to the derby.
Yeah. And at times as an attacking player, very skillful, very creative player like Serino, you need to accept the fact that sometimes the only way for them to stop you is doing those type of things. So you need to accept as the talented player that you are, you can't be triggered all the time, because then the coach now is on the edge whether to play you longer or to substitute you, and now the team loses rhythm and their creativity on the pitch.
It's almost an acknowledgement of how good you are.
Yeah.
They foul you so much. Ask Diego Maradona about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Let's see what Chiefs can do from a set-piece opportunity. Serino to take this. Bonica's forward. Edmilson's in there as well. Ignacio Miguel. They've got a couple of the taller players looking to get onto the end of this. Head away by Bukazi. Edmilson. Pele will drift it out to Serino. That's too strong. Morris amongst those on the bench. Maclo, Mashiani in there as well. Tetwa. I'm surprised Castillo didn't get a starting berth today.
He's also, if you have to have Castillo, then one between Pele and Mark needs to go out. But what Mark has, it's a little bit of a playmaking type of characteristic. And then Pele is the one that sits a little more back, you know, covers the more ground, playing more as a defensive midfielder. So you have to choose. It becomes very, very difficult. Of course, unless you're playing Pele and Macho, that's more creative, we're able to go forward.
Mark, of course, brings two derby goals to the equation as well. The confidence that he has from that. Solomons into Mart. High ball in search of either Lepo or Dube. Nicely done by Porter, trying to find more for Kane. Quinica brings it under control. It's only the fourth game of the season for Quinica. He didn't even play in the semi-final against Sundowns. He's benefited from all of the injuries that Chiefs have picked up at the back and held on to his place. Taylor, Mordi, again the Mozambican Edmondson. space now ahead for Modi. Lenepo's out on the left. First touch is a little on the poor side. That's not the throw in, however.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the game with 31 minutes in. It hasn't been him, Duba. They haven't been really involved. And I think Kaizer Chiefs needs to try and play high up the pitch. And they're playing so much in their own middle or in their own half, and then they're bringing balls to Peterson for them to clear. So they never really get that momentum to go forward. And those are the players that they need to get into the game if they're actually trying to get the results.
So a goal apiece as we head into the final 15 minutes or so of this first half. Maswanganyi. Otto. Kota. Short ball here from Mofoke. Taken away by Matt. He did that well. Solomons. We need that. Inacio Miguel under a little bit of pressure from Makopa. Now Duba actually with Mukazi. He's a young man, but he needs power. That should be a free kick for Serino, surely. As part of the winning side last season. Pirates coming from behind against Mamelodi Sundowns. Remember there was a penalty against Pirates also early on in that game, which Ribeiro took and failed to convert. Fourth official today is Alfred Giovanni. Playing peacemaker. Always has a nice demeanour about him, Mr. Giovanni. Difficult to settle in. Space here for Maswanganyi. That's almost nicked away by Duba. The pressure from Chiefs turns it over. And Serino unable to find the pass. Mbata. Long ball down here in search of Makopa, away from Miguel, throw in to Orlando Pirates. Carlo will look to get it out wide. Fagroy's got a bit of space ahead of him, I should say. Excellent stuff from the Buccaneers. The shot, equal save. Now, was that on target for Mokota or not?
Looks like it was on target for Mokota. Making sure that he cuts into his stronger foot. Nice combination clear from Orlando Pirates. It forces Modi then to come back and to become a left back because Kaizer Chiefs, they really want to defend with three. He has acres of space, and one would have possibly hoped that to maybe try and find the far post, but yet again, Peterson had to go down and make that save.
Now they face the corner here, Kaizer Chiefs, and once again there'll be questions about their defence. Now Conroy goes for goal. Trouble there for Peterson. 10 minutes to the break. Long ball in search of Serino. Does well. Needs support though. Doesn't find an apple. Cut out by Duba. Lepo would have been coming back from an offside position.
Yeah, clever play there for Peterson, realizing that Orlando Pirates are not defensively organized to play that ball a little bit longer. Sereno, willing runner, could have found that a little bit of combination, a little bit of composure there that could have actually, caused troubles for Pirates.
Actually used to do that a lot in the days when Monique Josephs.
Yeah.
Rick Corley loved that kick it out from the goal kick. You're not offside either.
Yeah, exactly. It's to practice that at training as well, because also Monique had that type of a power as well. You know that when the ball as soon as he's about to catch the ball, as wingers, you go as wide as you possibly can.
Now Chase Maduba, can he keep this in play? There's Modi. Mikhail, of course, a Nedbank Cup winner with Free State Stars. They won in Cape Town against Triple United back in 2018. That was before COVID times already.
Seems like a long time ago.
Absolutely. It was a long time ago. 7 years now since Mikhail's first medal, got one again last year. The Cup Final last year was played on the 1st of June. Lengthy end, or late end to a lengthy season. Now a chance for Aleppo. Good clearing header there. Kaizer made a vital interception there.
Good ball that he played by David. You can see Aleppo was just lurking just behind Bogazi there.
Sullivan's giving away the free kick. Dangerous when you do that.
And also, like, even if Hotter does clear the ball, Kaiser's players still out behind the ball, you're able to retain position and be able also to try and attack from there. Those are necessary fouls, especially in that type of area.
Wilson gives it away. Matsangani teasing Modi under a bit of pressure. The linesman should have given him a bit of assistance there. Now there's a bit of space here for Modi. And Chiefs use this opportunity. Ilepo. Sereno, Matt again. Shared ball taken away by Mbata. Switches play. Makopa's here on the left. That's a great little ball into Mofokeng. Mofokeng teasing. This is Mofokeng territory. Shut off the ball by Inacio Miguel. Referee pondered for a second or two.
It's a tricky play when he gets into his favorite position of this. You don't know what he's going to shoot. And very cleverly there, but Miguel making sure that he stays tall, using his body very, very well. Look at that. Very clever there from Miguel, making sure that he stays as long as possible on his feet, because knowing how trickery Mofokeng can be in that box, but also using that little bit of an arm, shoving Mofokeng off position a little bit.
The referee was watching all the while. I think he thought about it for a moment or two. It wasn't the most obvious of shoves from Miguel on Mofokeng, maybe a bit much of it. Now fresh down the middle, it's cut out by Matt. Sereno up against Mbata. Still Sereno. Physically not going to win that battle. This physical jewels that we see on individuals and in pairing as well, it shows that how much this game means, especially from a Kaizer Chiefs and perspective. Kaizer's in the crowd here today. He was his club, of course, beat Chiefs the last time they were in the Nedbank Cup Final on Northern Niti. Success in this competition with Mamelodi Sundowns. They'll be playing Orlando Pirates again next Tuesday in Johannesburg. Another one of those catch-up league games. Sundowns playing Chipper on Wednesday in East London, having played them this week. Possession statistics interesting. Kaizer in the middle here for Pirates. Ran out of patience, I think. Gets the ball back ahead of Duba.
Also, the difference as well with the Magpies, they're playing more patient football, they want to play organized. Whenever Kickoff lose the ball, they're trying to play the ball forward as quickly as possible. They lose it again. It forces them to be always in the defensive zone.
Now Hotto gets ahead of Solomons into the area. Bjorn Hotto trying to set up for Hopper. Out wide here to Nkota. He goes to the byline. That's a corner. Good work from Eglinson.
That's a good touch there from Hotto. Very, very dangerous. Once he touches, he gets just in the right scoring positions. It becomes very difficult, especially when that's the speed that he comes in with. It becomes very difficult to be able to defend.
Goes on his right foot though, yeah. Possible shots.
Yeah.
That's a good challenge. Just gathering his breath a little bit. He's had his injury problems over the years, notably in ACL. We kept him out for an entire season when he was still on Cape Town City's books. And it would seem that the stretcher is needed. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay here before this corner, before we head for half-time.
Whenever the players like your Edmondson were strong, like physical contact whenever they play, whenever they go down, they seem to worry because you know that those are not type of players that will actually go down if nothing is not serious.
Took his sock off for the strapping and continue his treatment. A little bit of a limp there. Playing mainly at centre back this season, but left back is his usual position, or I should maybe say his previous position, because as age catches up with you, he's done well to shift into the centre back role.
Yeah.
Benny McCarthy called him what, the Sergio Ramos?
Because how aerial, how strong he is, aerial, he likes challenging those balls.
Maybe the sportsman is the support. All the premiers in the house as well here today. Who had the last touch, another corner. It says it wasn't me. Pirates increasing the corner count here as we head towards half time. 30 seconds before we know how much time is added on. A little bit low and away from the goal, but so menacing from those set pieces.
I can see that there's a lot of work that have been put in by Orlando Pirates in terms of those set pieces. There's a lot of understanding. They know exactly what is it they want to do. There's a lot of also variation as to then how then they took the set pieces.
Bunch of Holomisa's in the crowd. He's a well-known Kaizer Chiefs fan. Any betting you want to do, seems the best place to go. Over the head of Lilep, a big leap from him, but he has the ball. Sereno out wide. cross inside. Header on target. Really into trouble. Simple trade from Dylan Solomons.
Yeah, not enough power from Solomon, but you can also tell the student how aggressive he becomes going forward, adding those numbers, because you do have Dover, you do have Miguel and Quinique at the back, just to give us that stability at the back, so it forces then Solomon to become an additional member. That's why he gets inside the box.
We're already into the second of the 2 minutes added on. Referee Mambiso and Ryan. Carter is surely now the last attack of the south. And Ryan leading the charge on the right. From Yusuf Miles. There's Makaula. Vata, Otto. Through the middle here. Chases on for Masanganyi. Needs a good first touch. Mofoke. Mahapa turns. Solomon steals it away. Chiefs can hardly hold on to possession, and it'll come as some relief that the half-time whistle has gone here. And Soccer City, your thoughts on the first half, Teko?
I think the first half has been equally balanced, not enough creativity has been shown, and goalkeepers as well haven't been worked, but there's a lot of work that happened in that midfield. Kaizer Chiefs unable to control the tempo and unable to control the ball. Orlando Pirates trying to get the rhythm. It'll be very interesting to second half to see then who reacts better.
All to play for in the Nedbank Cup Final. Early penalty from Gaston Sereno, cancelled out. The lead lasted for 7 minutes before Evidence Mahopa headed in at the back post. Not too much work for Sipo Chain, to be fair. Orlando Pirates ahead on the attacking stats, the possession, the corners.
Show 5. You're Castellan. Aslana Malonke. Never saw winner. Kaizer. Upamisa mdaungangmon. Awatindo Nero. Selector.
Right, it's half time. The score is 1 Kaizer Chiefs, 1 Orlando Pirates. And we are bringing you the fans reaction from the fan base. Come on,
Bafowethu asiqale sibonge ilo enforcement. Siyabona amaphoyisa kamasipala, siyabona ne-SAPS, sibonge umasipala weTheku. Bese ngibonga nina, nathi ngiyiphatha kahle. Yeni iphethe kahle manje. Ngiyabehave. Yazi, ngiyabehave. Bafowethu kunokhiye wethothe siye sawumemezela. Makhona uphethe sicela siboleke. Asabe select uma uyaphela manje. Awu. Aye mjawule. Ophakamisa manje. Yabona sokuhlala lapho bantwana. Hawu. Akwenzakala. Wethishe kwesesha. Wemabhakabhaka kwesesha. Shapa khosi shapa. Abuina makhosi. Abuina makhosi. Aye bhakabhaka aye. Shapa khosi shapa. Esikama kephula sakephula umhlaba amasipala zawubhekisa pha. Shapa khosi shapa. Sayithatha le bhakabhaka ne. Sayithatha. Uba uzokurikho lesibili ngoba lizongena ngezi. Utito. Mfubeki. Lamathembe nobani incane kangaka. Umakhawula. Unkosa. Ayisho maningi azongena ne. Amathembe nobani.
Let's
Angithi silayithe win baba. Hola. Andikusekhaya la ngithi. Indoma ngabe sinte sotaka.
Awukhoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Indoma ngabe sinte sotaka. Mntanami kusekhaya la.
Kusekhaya la.
Kusekhaya la.
Kusekhaya la.
Iyo.
Khoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Lisakhona. Hayi angikanisi. Ake siphinde. Indoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Khoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Indoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Khoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Mntanami kusekhaya la.
Kusekhaya la.
Kusekhaya la.
Kusekhaya la.
Iyo.
Khoma ngabe zinhle sotaka.
Hayi hophi mina hambaphi findo lomshado. Lonitshele angashada ngobe ngekhetshele.
Ngobe ngekhetshele.
Uzungakhathi mlama ngikhetshele. Sabe siletha mani. Siyabuya manje. Indaba kaminyong iyaphela le nto.
Ayeye maphalaphala ayeye.
Ka gare ba gagwe go ya ko pele le go diragatsa sengwe le sengwe mme tseo le tse dingwe o tla di bona ga selo se se ba go tloga karolo ya bobedi ya motshameko e tla go totobaletsa ya rona motshameko karolo ya bobedi e amogelang thata jang go mogare la go
kwalokho i-draw ka-not iyona-ke ngempela-ke i-draw esesike sayibona eka-1-1 asikaze-ke siyibone ngale kwalokho amaqembu-ke ayanqoba ida-ke ngo-1-0 noma-ke ngo-2-1 kodwa-ke isikole esiphezulu esawulapha-ke i-Supersport United amazanzansa Pitori ngenkathi-ke bedla i-Orlando Pirates ngo-4-1 umdlalo-ke wawulapha-ke ngo-2016 2017 khona la eMoses Mabhida Stadium le ndebe selokhu ihamba-ke i-Nedbank Cup Moses Mabhida Stadium i-hosta-ke ihlandla lesihlanu yayikathi igcine lapha-ke ngonyaka wakhe lapha-ke u-2019 ngenkathi dlala lapha-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs 2018-2019 season udlala lapha-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs liyasuka liyahlala-ke mbukeli lisusoyo lapha-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs ikuthumela lapha-ke phambili lilodwa kwi-Kaizer Chiefs elika-Gaston Silino lilodwa kwi-Orlando Pirates elika-Evidence Makgopa ayizona libonene kuselapha-ke sombe esesibili Tiano van Ryan thumela lapha-ke phambili eyidusamnendo Makgopa nabalelipheleze uthatha one for the team uMikela uthatha one for the team uMikela bathi-ke abe ikhadi elibomvu abe-Orlando Pirates kodwa-ke lutho akwazi ukuba-ke ikhadi elibomvu ebengayona i-last man uMikela njengoba ethatha umkota nje lapha-ke Choxlema kunomdlalo we-Kaizer Chiefs obesasekhona ngale obesangahamba-ke ngempela naye lapha ke umuhankota uyambona nje umuntu wakhule ebukisa i-wrestling yena ke inasiyo Mikela engabuye enzani ingane yomfazi weMikela engabuye enzani ingane yomfazi weMikela wayidla njenge-jokes lemkabi idlala ngokukhulu ukushesha i-Orlando Pirates afuna ke umuhankota sibheke lapha ke yalakoto bhekene noGaston Sirino buye nalolizo Sirino uyakhala ke uSirino uthi ke i-last touch ibe kunkota uthi ke umsisi kaNompempe akube ke i-throw in uzoba i-throw in yeqembu le-Orlando Pirates uhlala abadlali lolona lapha ke esithomeni sakho babuye bonke nje bake benjalo alikho ke iqembu elisabonisa lapha ke kwenza iy'nguquko lapha lapha ke right oma right face Mufukeng right oma right face lidliwe ibhola lakhe sibeka lapha ke lilepho siyayimunya ubona lapha ke Gaston Sirino nangu Gaston Sirino ufuna ukulikhipha lapha ke ekhishini lakwaSibisi ulikhipha phakathi ekhishini lakwaSibisi yena ke uGaston Sirino kodwa ke ilidla nje kalula i-Orlando Pirates phakathi eboxini sebenza amakhehleni makhawula ayisidina sikaMahlelela ayintebhula ifrentshi ingasebenzi ayizoqala phasi lapha ke Kaizer Chiefs esokumartis matisa sidomkataka into esimasithi mntanami umuntu ayiketsetsa yena umuntu wayena wasenzela yena ubumnandi yena ke uphule modi akangabe sabenzela kabanye izobekwa phasi kube ibhola layo yena ke Orlando Pirates imimoya iphezulu ngendlela ke eyisimanga Nasreddin Nabi naye lapha ke ucoach Kaze abonisana ke ngempela ukuthi yini ke abangayenza yalahla i-10 bit thumela lapha ke phambili ukhona lapha ke Dian Hoto phela babela basendiya iqusha kamnandi beka lapha ke phansi Dian Hoto beka lapha ke Orlando Pirates emuva uzofela lapha ke Talent Mbatha right oma right face Mufukeng Shitsha kamnandi umdlalo efuna ngapha ke Dian van Rooyen sibeka lapha ke Thokozile uyasika shadelo ngena ngaphakathi ephakamisa uThokozile Solomonza eyedwa uDylan Solomonza uthi ke angikhulumi ngani madoda ngitshela ukuthi ke akho muntu wakhipha nje khona kikhe engasidingo yena ke uDylan Solomonza ukube beliyeka leli bhola belizohamba akubheke nje akaqalasile akasikenile sidalo ingakho elilapha leli bhola ngoba akasikenanga uDylan Solomonza ukhuleke kuye lapha ngothi receive kumele ke uskene ubone ukuthi ke distance time and space ama basics athi ke distance time and space how much time do you have ebholeni une space esingakanani ebholeni engathi ke i-distance between wena ne-opponent ingakanani yiko konke lokho kumele ukuqalaze ngaphambi kokuthi uthathe i-decision ebengaliyeka nje kalula leli bhola phakamisa right oma right fetha isebenza lapha konozithi kodwa konoshiti Talent Mbatha bazoliyeka nje ozitha kwinika lihambe ke liphumele ke ngaphandle phumele lapha ke ngaphandle uzoba i-goal kick ye-Kaizer Chiefs Milson Dove funa lapha ke Pule Modi sibeka lapha ke Modi funa lapha ke Wandile Juba sibeka lapha ke AK47 awuthula mntana mlekha khona ivolofolo oyala kodwa ke Dian van Rooyen oyala uDian van Rooyen kosa ngokukhulu kushesha Milson Dove funa lapha ke lilepho ayikho akwangahlangana ke sidalo wangavuma ke sidalo emva kwanomdlalo ke mbukeli Orlando Pirates ibheke lapha ke midweek fixture la izobe idlala khona ke neLamontville Golden Arrows ebekade idlala nayo ngolesibili kuyo lenkundla yayinqoba ke lapha ke ngo-2-1 izobe ke idlala nayo ke futhi phakathi ke neviki kanti ke Kaizer Chiefs yona ayisuka la izobhekana neqembu lesikhukhune phezulu ke ePolokwane ibhola lakhe ke Dian van Rooyen shintsha kamnandi umdlalo usangapha ke lenkundla funa lapha ke Pelepelo babela basendiya hoto ayitshintshela uDian Hoto phakathi eboxini sebenza lapha ke muva Milson Dove umuntu athi wayiketsetsa funa lapha ke Wandile Juba awumntanami khona ivolovolo lekhaya awumntanami khona ivolovolo lekhaya ungasakhala amshiya phansi uzoba free kick ye-Kaizer Chiefs shade naye ibhodlela yena-ke unkosinathi Sibisi emuva kwelapha-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs siyahamba-ke bukela isikhathi ebhodini okugcina kwethu ukubona i-extra time sagcina lapha-ke emdlalweni wemamelodi Sundowns nawo lapha-ke eMarumo Gallants ngale kwalokho kulamanye ama-final-ke amabili Orlando Pirates icacise early against isikhukhune Orlando Pirates icacisa early against Mamelodi Sundowns yize-ke kwaqhamuka lapha-ke right Marayfetsa ngomzuzu wokugcina watshontsha lapha-ke umdlalo yena-ke lapha-ke umfukenga oqeda lapha-ke isithembe sikalokusho alaphansi lapha-ke uthalente Mbatha amathalente awefane ufuna lapha-ke Jean Hoto pelepela babela basendia yavijwa-ke lapha-ke ibhola lakhe Patrick Tito Maswanganye sibheke lapha-ke Dylan Solomons ayikhona uyalahla kwandile juba ayizobene ambulensi yasethembisa Tito ufuna lapha-ke Thokozile Tito bhekene nolileko uyakhuza uNompempe uthi-ke i-ambulensi yasethembisa ayikhipha amasondo-ke manje uthi bayikhipha amasondo i-ambulensi yasethembisa isophakanyiso iqembu le-Orlando Pirates ekore nge-set piece ithola enye futhi i-set piece sibheke lapha-ke Jean Hoto naye-ke rilebuhile Mufukenga uzolishiyela-ke uHoto Mufukenga phakamisa uJean Hoto phakathi ebhokisini bafuna amakhanda sebenza Brendan Peterson uyitshebe sidlale ngokukhulu ukushesha i-Kaizer Chiefs shintsha unandi umdlalo amaphakele nkundla yena-ke uDylan Solomons uMonato ayikethetha ule Modi uMonato ayikethetha sibheka lapha-ke phakathi ebhokisini uyadinga kodwa-ke uSibisi lona-ke ibhodlela Modi aphakele nkundla kuye lapha-ke Yusuf Marta iyakholisa nje i-Kaizer Chiefs bafuna-ke ule Modi futhi elapha-ke phakathi kuye lapha-ke induna yendawo Thambocele ilo incenga njalo nje ibhola yena-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs sibheka lapha-ke ibhola lakhe uDylan Solomons uyalulwela uSolomons nansi induna yendawo-ke manje Thambocele iyashoshela-ke induna yendawo khipha lapha-ke Pascal Kusho nansi induna yendawo wadiletuba TLP ndekezela imphokasi ikhangemuva ikhenga phambili ebekhona ulile kongale nenkundla ebengamphasela nje uwandile Duba esehlaba ehla yena-ke uClaude Lilepo amshiya phansi uLilepo uthi nopheka umdlalo umuhle uqhubeke phela lapha TLP yeyele TLP bayishiya phansi Mohankota yalakoto sinda ngokulambisa i-Kaizer Chiefs isinda ngokulambisa i-Kaizer Chiefs isifikile yalakoto yena-ke uMohankota akuphekethekeselela nakoshumekane nathekelela phela dliwa lapha-ke kuLilepo iyo lapha-ke i-TLP ebihamba aseke beyishiya phansi uCele udlalisa i-TLP kabi kodwa-ke kwalimala yena uCele udlalisa i-TLP kabi kwalimala yena uCele akubheka nje uNkota udlumagida sibhekane uthake sibhekane wedove kodwa-ke belikhavile leya bhola yena-ke lapha-ke Brendan Peterson akubheke lapha-ke mbukeli ithimba-ke leliya eliqeqesha ku-development ye-Kaizer Chiefs oDylan Shepherd oDavid Mathebula oStager Lethulunyane yibo-ke ngempela abaqeqesha lapha-ke iqembu le-Kaizer Chiefs okukuthi-ke linqobe lapha-ke indebe ye-DStv Disc Challenge njengoba lapha-ke abadlali abafana nabo-ke oduba basuka lapha-ke phansi emazingeni-ke aphansi kuye lapha-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs ithumele mkhune uyambona nje ukuthi-ke inhliziyo ayibozi mangabe-ke izinto zimkanje wayisebenzela i-Kaizer Chiefs ithumele mkhune wayinikela wazoyinikela-ke naseqenjini lesizwe shuba lapha-ke abakwamtawunge abakhona-ke namhlanje izoqala phansi lapha-ke lenkundla Dylan Solomons beka lapha-ke enjini yetekisi ifuna lapha-ke Gaston Sirino ayifazana lapha-ke lenkundla uSirino ufuna lapha-ke Limlepo sebenza lapha-ke emuva abayo-ke Orlando Pirates izophosa lapha-ke Kaizer Chiefs ayiphosa-ke ngokukhulu ukushesha shona lapha-ke Zitha Kwinika emuva-ke lapha-ke Kaizer Chiefs athi induna yendawo Thabo Cele uyafuna lapha-ke lenkundla eMessidorf uya oyijamana umona Joy Ketens liyadliwa ibhola lakhe yena-ke uPule Modi izophosa iqembu le-Kaizer Chiefs uyasukuma u-Ox Mthethwa iyasukuma inkunzi emidwayidwa ekade basezidweba namhlanje idweba yona Orlando Pirates ilungisa-ke ushintsho izosukumisa lapha-ke isigwebo sentambo yena-ke uThabo Phatso Mabasa sizosukuma isigwebo sentambo ingathithi-ke sekuboshiwe-ke manje sekushoda-ke idokhet lokugcina ngaphambi kokuthi-ke i-Chiefs igwetshwe basho njalo-ke Orlando Pirates akusimi izophela lapha-ke emuva kuBrendan Peterson uthi-ke uPeterson yimani uthi ucele letha la isikhathi siyahamba athi induna yendawo ibeka lapha-ke uPule Modi mona Joy Ketsetsa emuva-ke lapha-ke Kaizer Chiefs qala phansi lapha-ke Zitha Kwinika sibheke lapha-ke Yusuf Matisa ayihlaba bayicela-ke manje afanelwa lapha-ke Kaizer Chiefs sibheke lapha-ke ivikela mbuso Inacio Miguel induna yendawo le iphume emadodeni amathathu iyodwa uDion Hoto-ke manje uzowuzwa upelepele wakhe ubatshiswa lapha-ke uDylan Solomons kodwa-ke bamkhutha uDylan Solomons kuthiwa-ke uyaphusha uthi uHoto ngeke uthi uHoto-ke jubane ngeke ungenze lutho uzoba i-free kick yeqembu lawo lapha-ke i-Orlando Pirates nasi-ke isigwebo sentambo sekophatso Mabasa ebefona yonke leminyaka i-Orlando Pirates inqoba-ke le ndebe uthi-ke ngizofuna-ke ukuqhubeka la esasigcine khona ukhishwa lapha-ke Everest Makgopa oshaya-ke elihle igoli eyihambela yedwa nje uMakgopa iyadla igorilla celebration yakhe-ke leyo engathi-ke mangimbuza-ke ngayo wathi-ke isuke isidlile-ke igorilla mangabe-ke sekunje thidekile-ke lapha-ke Patrick Tito Masanganyi hlabusekabiyo lapha-ke induna yendawo yena-ke uThabo Cele akubheka nje-ke sishele ngakoshunwenkani ifike-ke ingasadla enkobe zabuntu yona-ke induna yendawo omunye nyawo Ox Mthethwa ngizokutshela-ke naye mbukeli sekuphatha Mabasa njengoba-ke eqeda ngena unamagoli amane engathi-ke Pule Modi naye unamagoli athi-ke awabe mane kuye lapha-ke i-Nedbank Cup Inacio Miguel naye-ke ukhona-ke lapha-ke kuso isikosheet sabadlali abanawo lapha-ke amagoli athi induna yendawo ithi iyajika ayivimba lapha-ke induna yendawo izophuma-ke induna yendawo iyaqhuga nokuqhuga-ke manje yena-ke uCele njengoba kulungiswa lapha-ke u-Ox Mthethwa uzomele bamdonse-ke lapha-ke uCele aliyeka-ke ibhola Pule Modi iyaliyeka-ke ibhola Pule Modi akhala-ke abalandeli athi-ke induna yendawo iphuma kanjani kodwa-ke ithindekile-ke induna yendawo ingakhokhela lapha-ke i-Ox kumzemidwayidwa ekade kasezidweba izodweba zona-ke namhlanje unomdlalo wakwadlalwa sibongisela imithethwa against Orlando Pirates asadlala-ke ku-Stellenbosch kwakumdlalo we-MTN 8 mangaphazame wakhipha unyawo yena-ke Ox akafika yena uJim Hotto lapha uthina uMpepe lutho liphumile-ke leliya bhola uzoba-ke i-goal kick. Ijintekile-ke induna yendawo izophakanyiswa-ke ibhola aletha ngapha-ke lenkundla bafuna-ke kulen modi uyafika-ke Jeno van Rooyen emuva-ke lapha-ke Sipho Chaina dlala ngendololwane esekophatha amabasa uyathula nje uNompempe uthi uNompempe ifawula yeqembu le-Orlando Pirates bayabuza le-Kaizer Chiefs uthi-ke leya ndololwane edlale lapha awuyibonanga kanjani sele phansi eMsindove akubheke nje ngeshela ngako Shunekani uyigeje kanjani ke leya ndololwane uNompempe uyigeje kanjani leya ndololwane uNompempe ingakafiki nokufika ibhola abheke isikhathi lapha-ke Kaizer Chiefs nangemukele Ashley Dupree owaziwayo ukuthi-ke akagijimi-ke ubuya ngokuzolala umbuzo uthi-ke ma engafakwa-ke uDupree abeke be-Orlando Pirates bazohlala yini emuva ingabe besaya lapha-ke phambili Mtwari Dupree Ngobo Castillo Mashiane Mahlo Maurice Shabalala ibo-ke abadlali-ke bakhona lapha-ke ebhentshini lawo lapha-ke i-Kaizer Chiefs ukhuleke melithi iqembu livumele ukuthi-ke lenze iy'guquko ey'nhlanu amahlandla okanye-ke iy'gaba ey'ntathu omabili amaqembu asesebenzisile-ke isigaba sokuqala asesalele-ke iy'gaba ey'mbili ku-90 minutes engaphakele nkundla-ke lapha-ke John Hotto ozohlehla kuyele lapha-ke emuva isithunzi somdlalo-ke mukele zoke sibonthi-ke bazosiphakamisa yini alapha lapha-ke ibhodlela Spisi ayiphakamisa lapha-ke uSpisi uyofuna lapha-ke Mufukenga kodwa-ke uyavinjwa uMfukenga iyasusa-ke lapha-ke muva i-Ox ithumela lapha-ke phambili ayisithina sikamahlalela into evula ifriji ingasebenzi khehleza mntanami Makhethen Makhawula engaphake kuthi abaphatha amabasa ebidlala lapha-ke noMfukenga sibheke lapha-ke Gaston Sirino iyadliwa nje kalula ibhola lakhe Talente Mbatha amathalente awefane iyahamba nje ibhola lakhe uyalidayisa lizophelela kuye lapha-ke yena-ke uBrendan Peterson iyangokuye liyashona-ke ilanga inkomfasiwe lishonela-ke amaqembu omabili okufunekayo-ke igoli nje elilodwa elizovimba ukuthi-ke singayi-ke ku-extra time igoli nje elilodwa elizokwenza ukuthi-ke singayi ku-extra time umdlalo kumele uphele-ke in 90 minutes engaphakele nkundla Makhethen Makhawula thwake lubaphe ngesandla Makhethen Makhawula uzoba ibhola layo i-Kaizer Chiefs elizothi-ke libekwe lapha-ke phansi abalandeli-ke basalindile-ke bazinzile bafuna ukuthi-ke iwona kuyimuphi umlando ozoqopheka osukwini-ke namhlanje umlando we-Kaizer Chiefs inqobo kokuqala emva kweminyaka eyishumi noma umlando we-Orlando Pirates uyiphakamisa ihlandla lesithathu inkomishi ilandelana phakamisa Gaston Sirino liphakathi ebhokisini phumela ngaphandle-ke leliya bhola eyi-goal kick iyasusa i-TLB thumela lapha-ke phambili izomshiya Relebohile Mufukenga emuva lapha-ke Kaizer Chiefs Brendan Peterson uyofuna-ke vele lapha-ke Zitha Akwinika cisha kamnandi Wandile Juba amhlasela lapha-ke Wandile Juba Makhethen Makhawula akubheka nje Shela ngako shumekani ulwele ibhola wandile juga ayikona wandile juga udlaliseka kabi emakhekhe Makhawula udlaliseka kabi emakhekhe Makhawula wazodonsa iTLB wazodonsa iTLB iTLB angenziwa nje uzothola ikhadi eliphuzi yena ke wandile juga awuthishino Pempe WhatsApp awuthishino Pempe WhatsApp yelo khadi yesithathu eqenjini leKaizer Chiefs amviba phake Mohankota uyalidla kodwa ke amviba phake Mohankota uyalidla kodwa ke Mohankota ufuna lapha ke Tsokophatho Mabasa alikhipela nje ngaphandle bayo lapha ke Orlando Pirates Tutuzi Shabalala Iboga abadlali bobabili abazothi ke bangene